from your host on Wipeout, Paul Daniels.
Our studio audience, our crew, contestants, and that's all it takes to play Wipeout, apart from little me, of course. So let's play it. But before we do, let me remind you that at the end of tonight's show, there'll be a chance for you at home to win the same star prize as our players are going for. And tonight's trio are... Nadia Tibbett, who has a job as PA with the Department of Transport and moving experience, I have no doubt, a husband called Mark, and an ambition to be in a millionaire rest state by the time she's 25. I don't think she'll make it tonight, but we might give her a bit of a start. Andrew Roberts from Bolton, Bone and Bread, works there as a fireman, lives with his wife Julie and children Jack and Roxanne. He also plays rugby for Bolton, which is quite an achievement because it's a football team. Anyway, finally, Karen Smith. Karen's from Kent, where she looks after husband Mark, 2 children, both under school age. Karen has a fear of both fire and water, so presumably Mark makes his own tea a lot. Let's play Wipeout. Nadia Tibbett. And you were something to do with transport, weren't you? Nothing to do with Tibbett on a bicycle or anything like that?
No.
No, just checking. Fingers on the buzzer. Let's see who takes control of the first grid. In 1982, which alien wanted to phone home? Andrew.
E.T.
E.T., right answer. You're in control, and the first subject is... sports cheats. Show them the answers. This is the show, gives you the answers, but I've got to tell you, 5 of them are wrong. There's 11 right answers, £10 for the first one, 20 for the second, 30 for the third, and so on. And don't forget, £660 to go right across the grid. It's worth winning, Andrew. The question is a simple one. Rightly or wrongly, 11 of those sports stars have been accused of cheating. And I want you to find out which they are. It's like Everton, you see. They've been accused of being a football team. Now, away you go then.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson for £10. In 1988 Olympics, he failed the drugs test.
Diego Maradona.
Diego Maradona, will we ever forgive him, I'll tell you. In 1986, he scored the winning goal with the hand of God.
So
it looked awfully like the hand of Maradona to me, but there we are. All right, now for £30.
Tonya Harding.
Let's have a look. Tonya Harding, 1994 US Championships, was part of a plot to attack Nancy Kerrigan, they said. £60 is in your bank.
I'll pass, please, Paul.
Pass to Karen. Karen, Queen of Sports.
Boris Becker.
Boris Becker? Yeah, he did, apparently. In 1994, he went off to the loo, when he received medical help in the loo. The mind boggles, Becker.
David Gower.
Did David Gower ever get accused of cheating? Oh, a fine, upstanding English gentleman, and you lose your money. Nadia.
Graham Gooch.
Graham the Gooch. Yes, in 1993, handballed the delivery to save his wicket. Now, the £60 can be yours.
Michael Schumacher.
Michael the Schumacher? Yeah, he ignored a black flag telling him to stop, apparently.
Pass, please.
With £110, you pass the game on to Andrew. Andrew, you got £60, and there's a value of £70. Yeah.
Zola Budd.
Zola the Bud. Yes. 1984 Olympics, she crashed into Mary Slaney.
I'll pass, please, Paul.
OK, Karen.
Waka Yunis.
Waka Yunis. Yes. In 1992, accused of ball tampering. You've got £80. Next one's worth £90.
Sam Torrance.
Has Sam Torrance ever been accused of cheating? Yes, Sam Torrance, golfer, waited for more than 10 seconds for the ball to drop into the cup. Waiting for an earthquake, he was at the time, and then it fell. You've got £170. Next one's worth £100.
Pass.
There are 2 correct answers still left, 4 incorrect, and Nadia, it's all yours.
Jimmy White.
Well, has Jimmy White ever been accused? No. So, Andrew, it's back to you. £130, £100 in the kitty for you.
Mike Atherton, please, Paul.
Mike Atherton. Yes, caught with dirt in his pocket. All right? Seems very funny to me, that game, where you're allowed to polish the ball, but you're not allowed to sandpaper it. Strange.
And pass, please, Paul.
All right, you've got £230. Karen's £170. This one remaining correct answer could bring you £110.
Paul Gascoigne.
Paul Gascoigne. If Paul Gascoigne was accused at some time or other, you have got yourself £280. If not, you've got yourself the big zero. Yeah, right answer. In 1991 Cup Final, two highly dubious tackles by the boy. There we go, and the others, of course, are the remaining wipeouts. So, Nadia, not broke the duck yet. Andrew's on 230, Karen's in the lead, with £280 in the kitty. Andrew, any unusual pets have you got?
I used to have some chickens, Paul, but...
Chickens?
Chickens.
Chicken.
Unfortunately, all the feathers fell out and they keeled over and died.
Did you know that you're supposed to feed them and stuff? So, let's see who gets control of this grid. Question is, which American wanted to be called the presidential partner, not the First Lady?
Hillary Clinton.
Right answer. You're in charge of the grid. The second grid is all about... quick pregnancies. Now, girls, this could be good for you. Yes, bad news for Andrew. It's quick pregnancies. Let's have a look at the answers. Which of these mammals are pregnant for less time than a rabbit? I'll tell you what, I'll help you out a little bit. A rabbit is pregnant for 30 days. OK? It's the way it should be. Get it over with. Right. So, it's Karen, it's all down to you, isn't it? Which of these mammals are pregnant for less time than a rabbit?
Hamster.
Hamster? In 18 days.
Mouse.
A mouse? Yeah, only 20 days for the mouses.
A rat.
A rat? Yes. 21 days. Another one?
Shrew.
Shrew? Yes, you can tame a shrew in 14 days.
Dormouse.
Dormouse? 21 days. Do you live in the country, then?
No.
Have you got mice, then?
No, a relative of ours had their house invaded with little mice.
And you went round and timed the cone. Off you go, then. You're doing very well. You've got £430. The next answer's worth £60. And you still have 6 correct answers sitting on the board.
Pass, please.
And you pass because you've also got 5 incorrect answers sitting on the board. Nadia.
Gerbil.
The gerbil. Is a gerbil pregnant for less time than a rabbit? Yes, a gerbil is only pregnant for 21 days.
A guinea pig.
A guinea pig, worth £1 1 shilling in the old days, is pregnant for 59 to 72 days. Andrew, you've got £230 in the bank.
And ermine, please, Paul.
Ermine.
Ermine.
Yeah, 28 days. Could be well on the way to a court.
Pass, please, Paul.
Pass. £300. Karen, you've got £430. You have got to find one of the 4 correct answers still left on that board.
Red squirrel.
Red squirrel in the sunset. I remember that song. 38 days, you've lost £430. Shame, shame, shame. Nadia.
A lemming.
A lemming. Yes, in 20 days, apparently. And they all jump after each other, don't they? Do you want to go on? You want £80? £90 could be yours with another one?
I'll pass, please.
Pass to Andrew, who was hating you for that. Andrew, you've got 3 right, 3 wrong up there, waiting for you to grab you. Come on now.
An opossum, please, Paul.
An opossum, 12 days. Wow. Hands up all those in the audience who wish they'd only been pregnant 12 days. Thank you. Now, another one?
I'll pass, please.
Passing along. Karen, this is £100 to you.
A gopher.
I'll go for a gopher. Yeah, no time at all. 17 to 20 days.
Pass.
Pass. £110 on this last answer. There's still 3 incorrect. 1 is correct. Nadia.
A ferret.
A ferret. 40 days. A ferret is 40 days. So, Andrew, £390. You have one right answer to find, two wrong.
Mink, please, Paul.
Mink is a mink. No. Your money's gone. And down here we have got a mink. It's not a... It's a mint. It's a mint. Mink, I said. Well, this is... I'm sorry, this is your booby prize. It's a mint. There you are. And I'll give you 4. All right.
Thank
Can I have one myself?
Of course you can.
Thank you very much, yes. After 8, you know. My uncle was so unlucky when he bought a box of these, he died at 5'2". I love them. Right, where are we then? Karen, you're my last hope. You've got £100. There's £110 sitting on which one of those is pregnant shorter than a rabbit.
Wombat.
A wombat is the choice. Yes! £210. Okie dokie dokie. Karen, you're in the lead because the others haven't got anything yet. £210 is yours. Fingers on the buzzer while I finish me chucky. Guy Fawkes was a believer in which religion?
Catholicism?
Correct answer. Right. Away you go. Nadia, this is your big moment now. Stardom is yours. You're in charge of this grid, and the final subject in this final round is... Oh, killed by. The answers are... Now then. Luckily, these days, and I think it's very luckily, the royalty tend to die of old age. But it hasn't always been the case, OK? Right. Which of these statements describe the way in which previous English and British monarchs are said to have died? All right? Sometimes it's way off in the mist of time. But they are said to have died in this way. Nadia.
Being beheaded?
Being beheaded, safe bet. Yes. £10 goes on your little bank account. And, of course, that's Lady Jane Grey, Charles I, you know. Finished up shorter than they should have been. So, away you go, Nadia.
A hunting accident?
A hunting accident. Always a goodie in the old books. A hunting accident? Yes. William II. William II had a hunting accident. Wonder what he was looking for. You're up to £30.
I'll pass.
And passing to Andrew. Andrew, you've got nothing in the bank at the moment. Let's go for it.
A battle.
A battle. Oh, yes. Oh, an obvious one. A battle. Yes, there they go. Loads of them. Richard I, Richard III, Harold. One in the eye for him. Go on then.
Smallpox.
You got, pardon?
Smallpox, please.
Smallpox. Anybody die of... Yeah, Mary II died of smallpox because she was only little.
A riding accident.
A riding accident. Yes. William I and William III. Riding accident? Good one.
No, pass on that, please.
And you'll pass to Karen. Karen sitting poised with a correct answer on her little tongue. Trip it forth.
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis? Yes. That was Stephen.
Pass, please.
Oh, pass. OK, Nadia. Next answer's worth £70, Nadia.
A jealous lover?
A jealous lover. No, all the royal lovers are very generous, you see. They didn't go around doing that. The French tended to, didn't they, with all the sword-fighty things. Andrew.
Murdered in a church.
Murdered in a church. Wipe out Andrew's score. Karen?
Ruptured aneurysm of aorta.
A ruptured aneurysm of an aorta. Yes, that was George II. Now, it's very interesting that, because we were going to put constipation down. Because really, that's what he had. And he was sitting on the toilet at the time, and he probably caused the ruptured aneurysm by straining too hard. Karen, you've got £240 and £80 to go.
Pass, please.
Pass. Educational stuff, this, you know.
Eating a surfeit of oysters?
Eating a surfeit of oysters. Andrew.
Eating a surfeit of melons.
Eating a surfeit of melons. George the First, yes. £90, next answer.
Eating a surfeit of a lamprey.
Eating a surfeit of lamprey. Yes, Henry the First. And do you know what lamprey is?
I don't know.
Eel.
Eel.
Yes, and as he went down, he blamed it. Eel meet again. You may groan in unison.
And I'll pass, please.
And you've got £170. Karen, you've got £340. There's still 2 right ones, 2 wrong ones.
A red hot poker.
A red hot poker. Is this the one? Yes, it is.
Your mystery prize is a personal compact disc player, complete with the latest top 10 CDs.
How can I put it? It was Edward II, either his wife or her lover, I can't remember, decided, weren't jealous about it, they just want to get rid of him. So they were going to kill him, and he had a red hot poker inserted where normally they put a thermometer. I think that's the best place to say it, yes. Yes.
I'll pass, please.
Nadia, £110. Who knows what it is?
This is going to be wrong. Playing tennis.
Playing tennis. No, nobody died playing tennis. George II's son was hit by a tennis ball and died later, but he wasn't playing at the time. Sorry about that, sweetheart. You finish up with nothing in the bank. Andrew, £110. Which one is the one that led to the death of a British or English monarch?
Eating a surfeit of peaches and cider, please.
Eating a surfeit of peaches and cider. Yes! King John. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, we're going to lose Nadia, sad to say, but Nadia, you will, of course, get the world-famous now Wipeout umbrella. Something that you will look sweet tripping down the street with. And Andrew, what have you got? £280 and 3 mints, unless you're better. And Karen, you've got £440 and a personal CD player. You've all done very well. I mean, you've really played really good. I've enjoyed your company. But Nadia, we've got to lose as Andrew and Karen go on to the Wipeout auction. So the game moves on. Before it moves on, let me point out they've got the cash. It's in the bank. It can't be wiped out. It's theirs. And the CD player's yours and the mints are yours and all that. We're going to decide who's going to play for the big prize. And we changed the rules. There's only 12 answers on the grid. We have 3 grids, maybe, because it's best out of 3. And let's see the subject before you, Karen, bid for the grid. It's DJ nicknames. So, Karen, you will be seeing some answers on the board shortly. You will decide whether to bid for the grid or to pass that bidding on to Andrew. OK, Karen, you ready to play for the holiday? What's been your nicest holiday so far?
Going to Greece on a cruise, which we got for free because my dad helped a man on the motorway to mend his tyre, and he actually owned the liner.
Hey, what would have happened if he'd mend him fix a puncture on a hearse? Right, let's see the answers. There's the answers. Now, which of these are real disc jockey nicknames?
I'll name 5.
You'll name 5. Wow, good opening bid. Do you want to goodly better it? You're looking for real disc jockey nicknames.
6, please, Paul.
6 from Andrew.
Go for it, yeah. You do it.
Andrew, name 6 real disc jockey nicknames to take the first grid in this best of 3.
The Hairy Monster.
The Hairy Monster. Is it? Yes, Dave Lee Travis.
Fluff.
Fluff. Yes, Alan Freeman.
Stewpot.
Stewpot. Ed Stewart.
The Kid.
The Kid is David Jensen.
Mark Goodiebag.
Mark Goodiebag is Mark Goodyear.
And Right on Righty, please.
Right on Righty is a Wipeout. Karen, name 1. You take the grid. one real disc jockey nickname.
Diddy David?
Diddy David. Diddy David Hamilton. Very good. Snuck in there. What were the other wipeouts? What were the wipeouts? Let's see them. Terrible Tarrant, Babbling Brooks, and JP as opposed to JY. OK, Andrew, this is your subject. Newspapers. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, now, which of those newspapers are bought by over 1 million people?
5, please, Paul.
Naming 5.
6.
Bidding 6.
Name 6.
Name 6. Karen.
The Sun?
The Sun. 3,985,579 copies.
The Daily Mirror?
The Daily Mirror. 2,477,951 copies.
The Daily Star?
The Daily Star, is that up there?
No.
It isn't. 748,785. Andrew, you've got to name 1 to take this grid, and you need it.
The News of the World, please, Paul.
If the News of the World sells more than 1 million, you're in. It does. You picked the highest selling paper on the board, 4,762,769. Yeah. What were the other wipeouts? We found one. What was it? The Today, the Sunday Sport, and the Guardian. All right. Well, there we are. So, the bidding passes back to Karen. You decide whether you want to do it or pass it to Andrew, or you've always got that choice. And the subject is the 1994 World Cup. Do you like football?
No.
Do you like football?
No.
No. Where are we going to go now with this? The answers are... Karen, your bid is to decide which countries qualified for the 1994 Football World Cup in America. That's what it's about.
I name 4.
You're going to name 4 that qualified for the 1994 Football World Cup.
5, please, Paul.
Andrew's going to name 5, he says.
Name them.
Name the 5. Andrew, you have to name all 5 for your chance to go on to win the holiday. Let's do it.
Italy, please, Paul.
Italy. Qualified.
Ireland.
Ireland. Qualified.
Holland.
Holland. Qualified.
Germany.
Germany. Qualified. Name 1 more that qualified and you're going to play for the holiday.
And Spain, please, Paul.
Spain. Yes. And the wipeouts were... Austria, France, Denmark and Portugal did not qualify. Those were the 4. Karen, you were pipped to the post by a platinum-plated plutocrat. So, what else can I... But you got £440, you got a personal CD player, and our congratulations. And, of course, the yellow brolly, the Wipeout brolly. And, Andrew, you have got mints and £280, and now the chance to play for our star prize. And you've got a minute to win it.
This week's star prize is a holiday for 2 in lovely St. Lucia. There must be something about this Caribbean paradise. The French and the British were forever fighting over it, and it changed hands between them no less than 14 times. There's lovely Creole food, inimitable music, wonderful water sports, and sun, sun, sun!
And these are the Wipeout tickets, OK? Airline tickets. How do you play the game? You should know the rules by now. We've been running long enough. But what happens is you get a set of answers. Let's see the answers. Now, these are examples. These are just for me, all right? And these are oxymorons. Those are words that you don't mean, you know, make up a new phrase and they sound the opposite. It's like BBC, forward planning. Military intelligence, you see. Speak loudly. Plastic glasses, that could be one. All I do is I pick 6 and then I run over here. You should know it. Press the enter button, run all the way back. How many did I get? Well, I only got 2. Right, so what you do is you deselect the ones you don't want so that you can reselect the ones you do. All right, run over here, hit the button, come all the way back. See how many you got? I've got 4. My right answers would be if I was to deselect that and reselect that. I'm sure that would be my right answers. OK, so you understand that jumbo shrimps, bitter sweet, come quietly, plastic glasses, foolishly wise, slowly make haste, that kind of thing. It's all right, OK? Now, you already know the rules. To win the holiday, you've got to pick the correct 6 answers off a grid of 12 from your bard. Aha, that must be about the bard. Fruity. Well, I don't know what that's about there. Greens. It could be veggies, could be colours, could be, I don't know. Yep. Peter's Pets. I don't know what that is. So, it's up to you. Bard, fruity, greens, pets.
Fruity, please, Paul.
Fruity. Anything to do with the waistcoat? No. Fruity. Fruity it is. All right, I'll find my card that shows me my answers. Oh, not easy. Not easy, but we'll wish you nothing but luck. All right? Nothing but luck. This is fruity. The answers are... Those are the answers. Look at them carefully. Which of these are technically, remember that, technically classed as being an apple? An apple. All right? And please remember that, technically classed as being an apple. You've got a minute to win it. Your time starts now. You got 4. You got 4. You've only got 5. It won't work. You got 3. That should tell you something. Yeah. Deselect 1. That's still same 4. Deselect it. Start again. Deselect. Reselect. Yeah, that's it. You got 6 up. That's it. Now then. Carefully. Look at them. Look at them carefully on the board. Which one do you know is not an apple? You know it. So which one is it? Still got 5. So I'd put that one back on that you took off if I was you, and I would get that. It's a pair. A conference. Of course it is. It's too late now, isn't it? A conference pair. Yeah. The right answers are. Those are the ones you found, OK? So you found that. You had Blenheim Orange on. You should have deselected that, put that on. There we are. You lost the conference pair. Never mind. What did you finish up with? £280 and 3 mints. All right? I would advise you to suck them awfully slowly. Right. Sorry you didn't win, but never mind. We'll see you next week on Wipeout. Andrew didn't manage to win that great-sounding holiday in St. Lucia. Do you want to have a go at winning the same holiday? Here's the tail end of a Wipeout grid with 3 incorrect answers and only 1 correct answer. And the question is, which one of these composers could not sight-read music? Richard Rodgers, John Lennon, Irving Berlin, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. When you've decided on your answer, call 0891 74 74 74 and leave your answer, your name and telephone number. 1 lucky winner will be chosen at random from the correct answers. 0891 74 74 74. And the lines close at midnight on Sunday.